Hello and welcome to another budget and leggit video. As you can see, we've got a Mk4 Mondeo here there's no side lights or parking lights, whatever you want to call them, and that goes along the whole side of the vehicle, so even the front is not working. Now what you might think is, you might think you've got a blown fuse, but just bear in mind, some of these new modern cars, especially the newer cars now, I was surprised that this was like this, and even Solid was as well, but there is no fuse for the parking lights. And the customer complaint was, he said that one of his bulbs went, he tried to replace it and nothing worked. So we're going to go and show you exactly what to do, and just so you don't get caught on a problem like this. Right, so this is the way I saw it, and this is the bulb in question, and I noticed it had a double element. So when I take it out, you can see it only has a single element. So what actually happened was, obviously this bulb blew, the customer got this one, maybe thought it was the right one and put it in, and nothing worked. Now when the bulb blows on something like this, it's connected to the RCM, so that detects the spike in current or whatever, and it essentially shuts itself off for protection. So even when we put a new bulb in this, it still won't work. So what we have to do is we have to put a new bulb in this, the correct one. We'll put it back and I'll show you what you have to do. Now, not in every case when it blows the bulb will it just automatically do this. It all depends on how the bulb actually blows. But we have found another problem on the front of this car, which we will be covering in another video. Okay, so as you can see, I put a new bulb in it and still we have nothing working that side. So let's go and see how to fix it. Now, you can do this a couple of ways. One way, some cars you might be able to just cycle the key and it will work. But on this one, what we had to do was go down to body control module, press it, and what it does is like a self-test. You'll see the wipers might kick on and weird stuff might start happening, but just let it go through it. Now, providing you haven't got any problems with your system, once it's done its self-test, you should not, oh here we go, and it's just doing it now. Yeah, it's turned the light on, look. Turn the light off. So it's doing its self-test now. Wipers are just coming back on. Providing you haven't got any faults in your system, it will say system passed, which is perfect. Now, if you still got a fault internally with your resistance, with high resistance or, you know, a high spike or something like that, this won't work. Then all we need to do is turn off the ignition, cycle it, turn the ignition back on, turn our lights back on, and let's see what's happened. I didn't really explain that very well. Essentially, if you haven't got a hard fault in the car, so when we take the bulb out and put a new bulb in, we got rid of the problem. So when it went through its self-test, it was all okay. If you've got a problem in your system somewhere, it will come up left-hand side, whatever, right-hand side, whatever, and that fault will still be actually stored. Then you can go to that particular fault, which we will be showing you in another video, because like I said, we have found a problem with the front of the car. Sorted. Boom, there we go people. As you can see, a quick reset and the lights are working again. So just bear that in mind, because you could be chasing your tail for a long time and it's just a case of resetting it. Sorted. Another tech video. So there we go people, hope it helps. Please like, share, subscribe, don't forget, links up here, links down below, but most importantly, don't forget, get your hands dirty. See you for the next one. Sorted.